Nice early race is a Group 3 on Sunday at Sha Tin. It is the Queen Mother Memorial. Now just the 5 runners, so the total pay a win and 2 place dividends here with no Quinella Place pool operating. Eagle Ways on the back up from his third in the QE2. Helene Leading Star ran third last year, looking for a hat-trick of wins. Helene Charisma ran second in 2017. And Savvy 9 not seen since running fifth behind Helene Leading Star and a fourth 2 starts ago, of course, in the Derby. Helene Leading Star and Shafano, Tom, they've been the Chungfarians.
And like Helene Leading Star, likely he's like to go forward here for Tony Cruz and Karis Teaton, of course, a former South Australian Derby winner who's racked up a couple of good wins recently. Shafano should be in close attendance. Savvy 9, Eagle Way, Helene Charisma at the end, but there'll be no speed on, I think, here over the 2,400 metres.
Just the 5 runners here, and the first one, Eagle Way. Now, he has to carry the big weight, 133 is backing up. And as such, all the other 4 get in at decent weights. You can see he does it nicely, though. He's a very fit horse. He is a roarer, though. Just take that into account as well. Helene Leading Star's found a new lease of life this season. He's won his last 2. Tony Cruz, of course, is the trainer here. Karis Teaton, barrier 2. So just a nice, quiet piece of work from him as well. Helene Leading Star. And Savvy 9, he goes really nice. He's the one closest to us, 56. Look, he's come out to the 4-year-old series. And the further the better, by the looks of things for him. I think his work's been good leading to this.
5 runners. Helene Leading Star is shooting for the hat-trick. The 5th of April, it was when he won his second race in a row, Tom. This was over the 2,000 metres.
Yeah, certainly was. He's really hit some form, this guy, and there'll be no concerns at all with 2,400 metres. As I mentioned before, he's a winner of 2,500 metres down in Australia. Third in this race last year, but he's really come on in the last sort of 3 or 4 months, this horse, and he looks to be one of the leading chances here. I'm not totally convinced about Helene Charisma. I've never been convinced about Helene Charisma, especially if there's no rain around in the race. Savvy 9 certainly one to be considered as well. He's a big player for me.
Yeah, I've got Savvy 9 on top. I just think at the weights he's going to come into it nicely. Helene Leading Star, look, if he does get a soft lead, then he could easily steal a race from the front, but I'm not sure if he'll get that.
And for anyone wondering about the forecast for Sunday, it's supposed to be fine and warm, about 30 degrees for Sha Tin. John Moore's got a fair hand in the race. He's got 4 of the 5 runners. Intrepid reporter Ed Sadler tracked him down.
John, 4 runners in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup, the feature on Sunday. Let's start off with Eagle Way. How's he come out of his run in the QE2?
No, he's come out really well, mate. If it was in Australia, back up within a week would not be a problem, as long as they pulled up sound and ate up well, which he has. But that 133, he's got to carry the grandstand over 1.5 miles, and that's that will be quite a task, even though I think he's the best horse in the race.
Helene Charisma, John, I thought his runs 2 and 3 starts ago here at Sha Tin were good. What did you think of his run at Happy Valley?
Well, I must admit I was quite surprised that he'd run so well at Sha Tin, which, the racegoers out there, like myself, had always said that were always looked upon as not being his track, namely because of the firmness. Happy Valley has a much more cushion to it, and he enjoys that track. But the last few runs, Helene Charisma has run very well at Sha Tin, so if that's the case and he can bring his A game to the races on Sunday, he's got to be a live chance.
What about Shafano?
Well, Shafano will stay all day. There's no trouble there out of Silvano. A horse that went over ground. Shafano would probably be the pace influence in the race. Zach Purton had ridden him and led on him on one occasion. Taking that into consideration, I think he would be the pace influence in the race, and he's coming into the race a very fit horse. He's been over in China. He enjoys China, thrives over there. I probably would have to say he'd be one of my leading hopes.
And Savvy 9 stepping up to 2,400 metres, representing the Derby crop?
There is some worries about him getting the 24, but he'll be ridden very much European style from gate 1. Get him back, switch him off at the back of the field, and just see whether he can handle that 1.5 miles. But my gut feeling is, with Joe riding with the right sort of speed, he'll get the 2,400, and he'd probably, I'd have to say, be my leading hope.
Just a quick news update as well, John. Athero Beauty Generation from last Sunday, how have they pulled up and have there been any decisions made about their futures?
Athero, of course, after that serious bleed, it wasn't good. It'll take time to flush his lungs out and right the ship again. At the present moment, the owner wants to continue on with him in Hong Kong, so let that be. And then with respect to Beauty Generation, I'm still waiting on word back from Patrick Kwok with respect to where he wants to program him, because he's back in work now, but I've received no information from the owner with respect to where he would like to go for the balance of the season.
John Moore with an update on the two stars. Athero staying put at the stage by the sounds of it. Beauty Generation yet to be decided. And Savvy 9, Paul, is the pick of the Moore runners out of the 4 of the 5 that he's got on Sunday.
Yeah, and he's the one that I've gone with, actually. I do like Savvy 9 on top. Helene leading star. I think he might be taken on by Shafano, and that could be his undoing, and Savvy 9 can finish over the top. So 5 to beat 2, Eagle Way running on, and Helene Charisma 4th. 5, 2, 1 and 3.
Same trio as Paul, 5, 2 and 1 for me, 5 on top. That is Savvy 9 for John Moore and Joe Moreira. Drawn gate number 1, looks like 2,400 metres with the right sort of tempo should suit him. In goes Helene leading star as well. Eagle Way number 1 with a big weight, and Shafano there on a minor line. 5, 2, 1 and 4.
Everyone with the Savvy 9 in the Group 3 feature on Sunday, the Queen Mother Memorial.